Lovers, hello. We are 7 days away from Christmas. The time of the year that many people come together with family, lovers, friends, and celebrate a whole year that's passed and celebrate being together. And as we're going through more and more chaos and control, at this point, there's many of us that are not going to be with family, that are unable to be with family and loved ones. And we're worldwide as a society and as a culture, we're sitting in many places where we don't feel safe, where we're not belonging. So, and that's really deep stuff in the primal brain. So, for the next 7 days, I'm going to be dropping into your inbox, gifting you a practice to really support you coming back into your body, coming back into a place of belonging, of safety and love, which is exciting. So today's practice is one about being more present. I'm always being asked, always being asked, what are the things I can do to have better sex? What are the actions? What are the positions? What are the strokes? What's the way? And what I always love sharing is actually not what you're doing more so much as being more present, slowing down, being present for yourself, being present for yourself so that you're able to be present with the person in front of you. Tantra is actually about being really present with what is presenting. It's about being comfortable with the uncomfortable. So this practice that I'm going to gift you today is one really incredible way to slow down, to drop in to you, into your body, and into what's going on around you. So you can do this solo, you can do it with a partner. If you're doing it, actually no, also if you're doing it solo. So what you're going to be doing, the practice is eye gazing. And eye gazing with a partner or with yourself for, definitely try for more than 5 minutes. If it's something that you find tricky, something that you find uncomfortable, start off with 5 minutes and really make the commitment to move up to 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes. Because in the practice of eye gazing, as we allow the cortex to drop down, we're getting further and further into the relaxation of our body, becoming more present with our body. What allows to come up is to be released. Emotions can come up, definitely go with the emotions, but always coming back to center. The further that we get, the more layers that we come through in that are wrapped around our center for protection. When I say wrap, the what's the word? The protection layers that we place up so that we, so that people don't see who we truly are, actually is what inhibits us having really good sex and good connection. Because sex is about vulnerability. Sex is not this thing that we do to. Sex is a place. Sex is not the thing that we do. Sex is a place that we go to. And it's where we bring our vulnerability. Tongue-tying is my specialty. It's where we bring all of our vulnerable parts. Where we step into the trust of ourselves and the trust of the space that we create, where the other person is also invited to see our vulnerable parts, where we get to invite the other person in with their vulnerability. Sex is messy. It's messy emotionally. It's messy with smells. It's messy with fluids. Sex is a really, really messy, exquisite, wild, vibrant, still place for unfolding that we go to. So this practice is an incredible thing to do even before you have a lovemaking session, before you're having a date with your beloved. It's creating space. You can do eye gazing, across the dinner table before you start your conversations, even in restaurants. Do it publicly. Yes, this is your energetic space around you. Eye gazing is also really, really powerful, doing it to ourselves. So if you're doing it as a solo practice, you'd be standing in the mirror. And I'd invite not having music on, because then our brain is like following that. But standing in the mirror, phones off. Obviously, like if you're in the bathroom, don't take your phone. Have all distractions removed, and you're looking into your reflection's left eye. Yeah. So when you're doing it with a partner, you would look into their left eye and they look into your left eye. The left is around receiving. It's the feminine pole. It's the feminine aspect, and it's around receiving. It's actually the biggest gift to the world that a feminine energy can do, which is to receive. Yeah, the biggest gift of the feminine is to receive. So, eye gazing, left to left. I would, if you know that you're someone that gets distracted and that you're going to go off thinking about, oh my God, how much time has gone past, set a timer. Set a timer for 20 minutes, for half an hour, yeah? So that you know that you're going to find out there's a container that, the alarm will tell you when it's finished. And that way you're going to be more and more present and breathing deeply. So especially if you're doing it in front of someone else, be really conscious to breathe. If someone starts giggling, there's no, you don't get something wrong. There's nothing wrong with smiling with them. But if you find yourself being pulled with your energy, breathe deeper. Breathe deep down into your belly, down into your groin. Holding that space is not making the other person wrong, but you're going to be holding the space, because often when we giggle, when we're laughing, we are in that place of being uncomfortable. Yeah, being uncomfortable to be seen. If tears come up, you notice the other person has tears that come up, just breathe deeper. You don't say any words, you're not consoling them, you're not trying to make them feel better. There's nothing to feel better about. It's perfect. If someone is crying, it's perfection. What an honor that person's vulnerability is coming out to be in front of you. If you're doing it as a solo practice, in the mirror, looking into your left eye, and you notice anger come up, express that anger, shake it out. If tears come up, allow those tears to roll down your face and keep on gazing. Keep on gazing into your left eye. Keep on gazing into you, into those vulnerable parts. Hold that space for yourself as you feel the tears coming up or the nervousness coming up. Breathe deeper. Breathe deeper down into your belly, making sure your belly's filling with air on the in-breath and on the out-breath. Allowing your belly button to come towards your spine so that you're really emptying the breath, detoxifying. The out-breath is a detoxifying breath. You can detoxify more by doing lines, when we're in breath practice, doing lines breath, etc., not in eye gazing, but understanding that the out-breath is a detoxifying breath. You're detoxifying emotions, stress, detoxifying free radicals out of your body through the out-breath. So as emotions come up, breathing more deeply, breathing out with your mouth open, allowing the breath to fully exhale is a part of that release. So I invite you to create the space for yourself, create the space with a lover, with a partner, and really drop in and allow the space to be created where you get to be received and seen, and you get to receive the other person and see the other person. And if you are doing it in a partnered practice, at the end, when the timer goes off, you can ask, always ask, as opposed to just doing and making the assumption, asking if the other person would like a hug. Do they want to be held? And you bring your heart to heart together. If you're doing it as a solo practice, when you finish, when the timer's gone off, just allow yourself the touch that you would really like to receive. The squeezing. Maybe it's with oil. Maybe it's just a hand on the heart. Maybe it's a hand on the heart and a hand on your genitals. Smiling to yourself. Allowing yourself to receive from you what it is that you want. So, enjoy the practice. Mwah. And I'll see you tomorrow.